Seasonal demand is one of the most contentious issues in supply chain management. Everyone knows it exists, but proving it with data is notoriously difficult. Today, I'll show you how AnalyzeSeasonality tackles this challenge head-on, and you'll learn a scientific method to master seasonality in your operations. Let's begin by understanding why this problem is so pervasive. In the supply industry, sales data is inherently noisy. It's influenced by trends, promotions, economic shifts, and random events. At quarantadue.ai, every MCP workflow starts from the real tool interface, not from a generic prompt. The goal is simple. Keep the expert in control while the system structures the evidence. Inputs, reasoning, and outputs stay connected in one reviewable flow. Now the results become easier to compare, easier to review, and easier to explain. Generic tools like spreadsheets force analysts to manually sift through this data, which is not only slow but highly error-prone. Even with skilled teams, subtle seasonal patterns can be missed or misinterpreted. The real-world consequences are severe. Stockouts during peak seasons mean lost sales, while excess inventory drains working capital. Traditional approaches often rely on simple year-over-year comparisons, but that ignores underlying trends and can lead to flawed decisions. Now, let's explore the technical method behind AnalyzeSeasonality. The software uses multiplicative seasonality models, a standard in time series analysis. Here's the key idea. Historical sales data can be decomposed into three components: trend, seasonality, and randomness. The trend is the long-term direction, seasonality is the repeating pattern over fixed periods like months or quarters, and randomness is the irregular noise. A common misconception is that seasonality is just about comparing same months across years. But if sales are trending upward, a direct comparison overestimates seasonal effects. AnalyzeSeasonality simultaneously estimates trend and seasonality, ensuring accurate seasonal indices that reflect true patterns. This involves statistical techniques like moving averages and Fourier analysis to isolate cycles. Understanding this decomposition is crucial because it separates signal from noise, giving you a clear view of what's predictable. Next, let's look at what AnalyzeSeasonality specifically does. This software ingests your historical sales data from various sources, whether CSV files or integrated systems. It automatically cleans the data, handling missing values and outliers. Then it applies the multiplicative model to calculate seasonal indices for each period. For example, an index of 1.15 for July means sales are typically 15% above the trend due to seasonal factors. These indices are stored with a complete audit trail, showing every calculation step for compliance and verification. You can also run scenario models, such as testing how a holiday shift or a new marketing campaign affects seasonal patterns. This flexibility allows for robust what-if planning, so you're prepared for uncertainties. Now, let me walk you through a hypothetical example. Imagine a beverage company with 3 years of weekly sales data. Variables include sales volume, temperature data, and promotional calendars. AnalyzeSeasonality would analyze this data and identify that sales peak in summer months and around holidays. The seasonal indices might show that June sales are 25% above trend, while January sales are 20% below. With these insights, the company can adjust production schedules and inventory orders. By aligning procurement with seasonal expectations, they could reduce excess inventory by an estimated 18% and minimize stockouts during high-demand periods. This example illustrates how data-driven seasonal analysis leads to tangible improvements. On compliance and reporting, AnalyzeSeasonality generates detailed reports that are stakeholder-ready. These reports include visualizations of trend and seasonality components, tables of seasonal indices, and forecast confidence intervals. They are designed for readability, making it easy for executives, finance teams, and auditors to understand the insights. The reports align with regulatory standards, ensuring transparency and accountability in your supply chain decisions. This not only builds trust but also supports strategic planning with defensible data. In summary, AnalyzeSeasonality provides a comprehensive solution for seasonal analysis in supply chains. It automates complex calculations, saves time, reduces errors, and delivers actionable insights. By improving forecast accuracy, it helps optimize inventory, cut costs, and boost profitability. To see how it can benefit your organization,